Claude is now exploding the internet. People are making tremendous looking websites with AI within just a few minutes. So recently I tried Claude Code to make a 3D Apple-like animation, and let's see how well it can do that without touching any lines of coding. So without any further ado, let's get started. Okay, the first thing we need to know is how to write a good prompt to get a better result. Let's say you just write a prompt like make me a 3D web animation, and it will give you a generic and unexpected result which you don't really want. But if you write it in a very organized way like this, it will give you much better result. I'll show you how to do that, but before that, first let's break down our effect. So here when you scroll, we can actually see a sequence of images one after another, and the images are shown one after another according to our scroll amount. So we actually need a bunch of images for that, and you can generate them from any of your video file. But here I'll show you how you can create your very own videos using AI. So go to this website Higgsfield AI, and here after creating an account, just go under videos, and here you can see some video generating models like Sora, Kling, Seedance, all of this. Let's choose Kling 3.0. From here you can add the start and end frame for your videos and also add the prompt to generate the video. So let's add the start frame to this and also the end frame. And here if you want, you can also generate the images using any other AI tool. And let's here add our prompt. Basically here we want to create a cinematic transition where the Apple Vision Pro detaches from this girl's face and move forward the camera. I'll also provide all of this prompt to my website and also give the website link to my description. So from here you can just copy and paste that. Okay, and here we don't want any sound for this video, so let's keep it off. And under here let's make this duration to 3 seconds and also make the resolution to 180 pixel. And here you can also see this option elements. I really like this because with this you can define any element from inside your videos to make a more better result. It can be any object, any person, or any other thing. So here for example, I want to make this Apple Vision Pro an element. So for this let's click on create new. And from here you need to add some more images for that object. So here you can see I have already some images of that object from various different angles. So let's upload all of this. Let's name it to Apple Vision Pro and make the category to prop as this is an object. And from the advanced settings, you can also add some description about the object. And here if you also don't have these additional images, you can also generate that. So for that, just go inside these apps and here search for angles 2.0, this one. And from here, let's upload the image of the object and check this box. So it will create several images from different angle for this object, and hit the generate button to create your images. Okay, I already have the images. So go back to here and click on the save button to create our elements. Okay, now let's close this. And now I want to add the elements inside this prompt. So here you can see this text Apple Vision Pro. So I want to clear that out and type add symbol. And now we can see our newly created element here. So let's choose this and it has been added to here. And we'll do the same thing also on here and here. Okay, finally click on generate, and it may take some few moments to generate the video. And finally it's here. So let's play the video. And it's looking good. Okay, if you don't like anything about the video, you can also regenerate this, or you can tweak the prompt to fix the problem. Okay, now from here let's download the video. So our video is here. Now it's time to create the images from the video. So for that, let's go to this website mconverter.eu, or you can also use any other image converting tool. So click on here to upload our video. And I want to get the images in PNG format. So let's choose the PNG. And all the images are prepared. So let's click on this download button to download the images. Now if we unzip the file, here inside this we can see all of our images with a subsequential numbers. So it renamed as 001, 002, 003 and so on. So all of our assets are ready. Now finally, it's time to create our effect. So for that, go to the Claude website and go to this link. And from here, you need to download the Claude code on your desktop. Here you can see different versions of that. But personally, I recommend you to use this VS Code version. So as a prerequisite, you also have to download the VS Code first on your desktop. And if you go to their pricing, here I obviously recommend you to go any of their paid plans. Otherwise, you cannot get the full-fledged feature to work properly. Okay, after installing all of the things, if we open the VS Code, we can see something like this. And also at this corner, we can see a Claude Code icon. So let's click on here. And this is our Claude Code interface. So from here, you can write your prompt to create your project, to create your website. Okay, but also we need a folder for our project. So you can see I have already created a folder for that. And inside that, I also prepare a child folder where I keep all the images. Now from the source control, let's open the folder. And if you see this kind of prompt, just click on the yes button. Now here you can just casually write down your prompts, which is also working, but personally I don't like this approach. Instead, I want to start with an organized prompt with all the details, which gives me a much more better result. So for that, first go to ChatGPT and describe here what you actually need. Like here I say, I want to create a section where when I scroll, I want its behind gets sticky and show an image sequence with scroll. And I also mention all the text content specifically, also with the styling, like the font, letter spacing, this kind of things. And here at the bottom I say, now write me an organized prompt to create these sections so I can paste it on Claude Code. So let's enter this and it generates me a well organized and comprehensive prompt. You can see all the segments here, like the final goal of this project, the requirements like the structure, the behind logic, and also consider the performance optimization, then the content, the design, all of these things are properly defined. Okay, now from here we just need to copy this and go back to Claude Code and just paste it to here. And before submitting this, I again want to review this whole prompt. So if there is any issue, we can fix that beforehand. So for example, here it says it will not use any JavaScript library, but here I want to use jQuery. So I just want to change this to jQuery and also make some other adjustment and click on this button. Okay, it's start working on our project, and while working, it can also create or modify any files inside our project folder. So you can see it already generated this code and asked for our permission to generate this file inside our folder. So instead of just yes, I want to allow this for this whole session. And after waiting some times, finally it has created all of our files. So if we look over here, we can see this newly created file are generated by Claude Code. So from here, you just need to open this index.html file on our browser. And if we scroll down, right now we can see it's not working for some reason. So even with the best prompt, sometimes it cannot work properly with our first try. But don't worry, we need to write some follow-up prompts to solve the issue. So go down here and write down this prompt and submit. Okay, now it says it look over all the issues and fix the problem. So go back to the browser again, and if we refresh this, and now if we scroll, we can see now our effect is working. Great. Okay, everything is almost perfect, but I think this animation seems a little bit laggy. And I think that's because we have a longer height for our scroll area, so we can see the animation more slowly, which creates the lag. So for that, first of all, we need to reduce the height for this section. So go back to here again and write this prompt. And now the problem has been solved. But bottom here, I also want to improve this section. Basically, I don't like this black background and also this text color in white. So again, back to here and write down this prompt to fix the design. And now if we scroll, we can see our bottom section has also get fixed. And finally, if we check it for the other devices, You can see it's already responsive for mobile and the other devices. So that's it for today. And recently I'm also planning to make a comprehensive course about how to make the advanced websites using AI. So if you are interested, just enroll through my website so you will get notified whenever I launch this course. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on my next video.